Hey guys,
Welcome back to Forward Farming.
guess what? I'm going to get this video up on YouTube and it's going to be lightning fast. I'm so excited.
Is
This
it?
is the
Is it like,
seen you in a long time, like since being in person. It's crazy.
wow. And I
No,
like we haven't, I mean, we've only been talking for a couple minutes, but you haven't froze at all. So that's a plus.
this is the future. I'm so excited. If you
Well,
missed it, I
I was gonna
got
say,
Star
tell the people what you got.
we got Starlink at the house and it's so fast. I have so many devices hooked up to it. I think like Netflix is running right now. I'm on my phone using the internet and I'm zooming Becca. Like all of those things are on our internet and it's lightning fast. It's so amazing. I'm not in the Amish world anymore.
I'm just so happy for you. Do you have it in the shop now too, or was that
Yeah.
internet okay?
Yep. We've had it at the shop since last summer. And
Oh,
then
okay.
that's where I was recording most of the time. Um, and then my parents had it since last June or July, whenever my dad fell off the roof, because that's what he was he was putting his Starlink satellite up on the roof and that's how he fell off. If you missed that story, it's all right. He's fine, by the way, but
Yeah, that was a while ago.
yeah. So we're in the 21st century again and it's really nice.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
excuse me.
So I have been digging through the old files and I've been finding old videos. So I'm going to try and start getting those put up on the YouTube channel. Like back when we had all the husbands on, I found that old video because I don't delete anything and that's why my computer is not happy with me. But you know what? I got a hard drive too, so I'm literally just like cranking things out and being a normal functioning millennial person.
I'm I'm the same way. Like I don't delete a lot of things off my phone, especially like pictures. And it's like
Yeah.
I've got them online. Like I've got some printed, but it's the fact of deleting them that just
Yeah.
feels so permanent. But it's like what I mean, why? Like whatever. So I have a hard drive that I put a bunch of old videos like of the kids when they were little. That I did that because when we started doing our YouTube, like immediately my phone was like, well, you don't have enough storage for this. So I got rid of like a bunch of baby stuff um onto the hard drive. And then now I'm getting better. Like after I do a YouTube video and after it's up on YouTube, I just delete the clips. Like, do I want to go back to that someday maybe and take that clip and repurpose it for something else? Maybe, but I'll screenshot it from YouTube, like I don't need it on my phone. So I'm getting better at being organized and being an adult.
I agree. Like before baby, I was like, oh, I'll just delete this. It's not that big of a deal. And now it's like, no, what happens if I need to show the doctor this poop from a year and a half ago? Like what if what if I want to see this ugly little face that he made? Like it's just so much more personal when it's your kid. Anyway, baby steps. We're getting there.
What if I want to show the doctor this poop?
Honestly, though, like he's had
Okay,
some
I've taken pictures
interesting
of
food.
diapers before. I'm not gonna say that you're the only one that's done that.
Thank you.
Anyways, hi, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm really good.
Yeah.
I yeah, I don't know. I've been so good lately. Like besides the snow, but you got way more snow than us. Like
We got
how
a
much
bit of
did you get?
it's blowing around, but total I'd probably say 6 to 8 inches.
Oof. They told us we were gonna get a lot, and I don't know what we actually got, but it mostly blew away. And like now the sun is out and it's supposed to be in the 40s today. So
Mhm.
it's gonna melt anyways. But um yeah, last week, what a dream.
Oh
What a
my
dream. Oh,
God.
wait, okay. Well, it was warm out, but last week I had strep throat. That was
Okay.
not a dream. So let's begin back at the beginning of this story that really has no merit, but I'm gonna tell it anyways. Um, so last weekend it started to get nice out.
Uh-huh.
We started like cleaning out pens and stuff like that. And we cleaned out one of the pens and I rebedded it with corn fodder. Corn fodder is kind of a nasty thing. Like it's dusty and and so um that night, I think it was either Sunday or
Sunday was Easter last Sunday.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't Easter. So it must have been Monday night. Joey had off. So Monday night, I started getting like a sore throat. I just assumed it was allergies because I, was bedding in like so much dust and stuff. Well, the next morning, Tuesday morning, I woke up. I'm trying to think of my days. Whatever. It doesn't really matter what days it was. I woke up and the little dangly thing in my throat, which is called
uvula.
Uvula, yes. I didn't know that until last week. It was like 5 times the size it should have been. It was touching my tongue. That gives me the heebie-jeebies thinking about it. And it hurt. Like my throat was all red. I was just like, this is not normal. And normally I'm a person that I'm like, okay, like I don't need to go to the doctor for every little thing. But just knowing how big that thing was, and like every time I would swallow, I could just feel it. Oh, it was so gross. So anyways, I made a doctor appointment right away. And I go in and they're like, is anyone else sick in your house? I'm like, no, like not really. The kids have some runny noses, but it's whatever. And I tell the nurse like what it is, and she's like, okay, well, we'll just do a strep test. Like that way we have the results back before the doctor probably even comes in. I was like, okay. So I like open my mouth and she's like, wow, you weren't kidding. And I was like, no, like that's why I'm here. So they do the strep test, whatever. She leaves. The doctor comes in and she again, like she looks and she's like, wow, that thing is huge. And I was like, I know.
Thank you. Thank you for telling me something I already knew.
Right. And so she's like, I'm just going to go get another doctor to like double check this to make sure like there's nothing else we need to do with it because it was so big.
Cut it off?
I don't know what they would have done, but anyways, it was positive for strep. That other doctor came in. She's like, wow, that's impressive. And she's like, I think we'll just do steroids and antibiotics. Like it should respond to the antibiotics and stuff. So yeah. Holy cow. There's like a very low helicopter flying over our house. Awkward. So yeah, I just finished up 5 days of steroids, which I don't think I've ever been on steroids before. That was pretty wild. And then I still have a few more days of antibiotics, but that sucked. Like, and I must have gone in like right at the beginning of it because my throat was like sore, but not super terrible. And then day 2, day 3 was like all white and like the typical strep, but what a doozy. So yeah, last week it was hard because it was so nice out, but like also I felt like crap. And so it was just kind of I don't know, a week.
I feel like my pain tolerance is normally pretty good until I have a sore throat, and then it's like the world is ending. Sore throats are the worst.
It's like hard to drink, hard to eat. Like it's hard to do anything.
Just ruins your day. Speaking of ruining your day, last week, so I live near Fort McCoy, which is a big military base, and it was like you said, it was nice, and it was like I think the entire northern half of the state was in like an extreme fire warning.
We were in a burn ban too,
but it was like a step above that. Like we got a weather, like it was above extreme whatever. So Fort McCoy decided to do a control burn on that week.
Like how
it was a control burn training. So like
okay, I get so
they wanted to do a control burn and they disregarded the burn ban is basically how I understanding it.
They did it because they wanted the extra training of like how terrible it could go. Like
maybe but it took off, and I think the last that I saw it was like over, I want to say it was over 3,000 acres burned.
And is it out yet or no?
Yes, I think. I mean, it had been put out by the weekend. We got rain and now snow. But by like Friday, I think they had it mostly taken care of. But we had fire departments from Hayward come down to work this. And then I think there were fires down in like Milwaukee too over the weekend. So like half of the state's fire departments were down near Milwaukee, and then the other, like the northern, all the fire departments were in our area, and it was scary. It was probably within 5 to 7 miles from us, which we weren't, the wind was blowing it away from us, but still it was like encroaching the village. And there were like, it sounds like
it's not funny, but like, I mean,
no, it's not funny, but like they had, they were evicting families, and like we had to have like a shelter set up for families that got evacuated and stuff. Like it was intense, because I don't know how I forgot, but when you said you saw a helicopter flying, like helicopters are flying with buckets and like pulling water from ponds and stuff. So that was interesting, and I didn't know what was going on right away, but I was taking Bear for a walk around the marsh, and I saw a helicopter flying. I was like, I hope that's not a DNR helicopter. They probably think I'm being chased by a small bear, a black bear. They're going to trank him or something. Like, hold on, miss, we'll save you from this black bear.
Poor bear.
No, it's just my dog. Anyway, that was our last week, but it was so nice out.
I hope they got good training.
Idiots. Yeah, that really made me not happy.
Do you think that they took, so like would they take water from like your ponds? Or were they far enough away?
They were far enough away. There was another marsh that was like scary close to it. So they were pulling water from their reservoirs and stuff. So like they had enough water where they didn't have to come out here, but that has happened before. There have been fires and there's just like a tanker truck just stationed on our water.
Would the beds be in danger of burning since they're like flooded? Or are they still flooded?
So we flooded yesterday, Sunday night, most of Sunday, and then they wrapped up this morning. So I did that just because it was so cold. And we do like this spring flood. So we put out all of our irrigation last week. That was their big project. So when this flood comes off in like a week, then like the plants started to come out of dormancy last week too, because it was so warm that like it woke them up fast. So once that water is pulled off, we're going to have to start watching for frost right away. So we need that irrigation in place. But for right now, because it's so cold, windy, and just miserable, they need to be protected from the wind and stuff. So right now they're doing, we call it this isn't the proper term, so don't report me, but we call it a trash flood. So it's a negative connotation, but all of like the leaves and sticks from harvest that got knocked off during the process, they settle into the vines, and then that can damage the vines when they start growing again. So with this flood, it kind of floats everything to the surface, and then we just have like this big vacuum basically where we suck all of the organic matter up, and then we put it into compost piles, and we spread that over a field. So that's what they're doing right now. So if the fire would have close enough,
I would call that a purification flood.
Yeah.
Purification flood. That sounds
an organic matter flood.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's smart. Like what a great idea.
Yeah. And it's miserable right now, and it's always miserable weather when this happens, and it's just bleh. But it's got to be done, otherwise the vines will suffocate and die, and
that's not good for anyone.
That's good for anybody. No. But yeah, that's what we have going on this week. And then next week they'll be taking the water off, and then Frost Watch starts full swing. I don't have a shift anymore. My shift is a baby shift.
Womp womp.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is, but I don't have to get up at 30 on purpose anymore. So
yeah, you really can't argue that.
No. It's nice. I just started getting into a routine though, where I get up at like 5:30 and then I go work out before the spawn of Satan wakes up. So I can like have a little bit of me time before he gets up. So now I'm gonna have to come up with a new schedule, but I guess I'll survive.
Yeah. You know what I've started doing lately? Yoga.
Isn't it nice?
It's amazing. I don't.
You can do goat yoga now.
Oh my God, I could.
Oh my
Try it
God.
when it's nice
Oh,
out.
your farm.
But okay, I've got like the Apple Fitness. Um, I have it on my watch. Like I don't know, they had a bundle. It was like music, fitness, I don't know what else. So I have that, and even if I do like a 10-minute yoga, it is so relaxing and it feels so good. Like, no, I'm not burning 100 million calories or like getting my heart rate up, but it it puts me in such a good mood. So I've been trying to do that like before I go get the kids. Um, Yesterday I did it. Joey was what did he do? Oh, Jack was napping and he took the two bigger kids to Walmart to grab a couple things. So I did it then. And it was so cute. And they like got home and I had a few minutes left and Sophia was doing it with me. It's just so relaxing for like 10 minutes to do that. And I would love to like work out more and like go for runs and stuff, but that's not in the cards at this moment. So I've been doing yoga and it's great.
Yeah. I try to change it up. I do yoga some days and then I started doing Pilates. So I like through the Peloton app, you can do all these different workouts. I did a 20-minute Pilates class and I was so sore for like a week afterwards. And I lift weights, I go for walks, I ride my Peloton bike, whatever. But that Pilates workout, whoofta, it's no joke. It's fun.
I did a Pilates a couple weeks ago. I should try that again. I think I like the yoga because I don't stretch enough as I should. And like so it just feels good to like stretch those weird muscles that you don't reach otherwise. But yeah, man, I'm a yoga girl now. I'm a yogi. Is that what they call it? No, I don't know. I'm not,
Namaste,
but
bitches.
namaste. I said namaste to Joey yesterday. I don't remember what I was doing. He's like, "Did you just say namaste to me?" I was like, "Yeah, I did."
Did you say that to him after he burned you and set you on fire?
Oh my God. Okay. So I didn't even put this on Instagram or anything. So if you're listening to the podcast,
snaps that I have ever gotten from you.
okay, I literally caught myself on fire yesterday. I made Joey meatloaf. Is how this happened. I'm not a huge meatloaf fan. I don't know.
Either.
I don't know why. Well, whatever. He wanted meatloaf, and so I was like, okay. So I decided to make it in the smoker because everything's better in the smoker, which it really was. Like it was delicious. But anyways, I make this meatloaf, and it was done. So we brought it in the house to rest and went and did chores. And then when we got back up, Joey's like, well, maybe you should like broil it just for a few minutes just to crisp it up on top or whatever. I'm like, great idea, you know? Well, it was in the oven and it was on top of like my cast iron pans that are in the oven too. So like it was real close to the broiler, like the little heat coils or whatever. And so it's broiling and it's in there a couple minutes. I can hear it sizzling. So I was like, oh, like I'll just pull it out, see how it looks on top. I had like a baggy sweatshirt on. And since it was on top of the cast iron pans already, like it was right up on the top of that. And so like I go in and all of a sudden I like just feel myself burning all my arms up. And my sweatshirt is like on fire. There's a flame. I put it out really quick. And Joey is right next to me. He's like, what is wrong with you? I burnt both sides of his sweatshirt. It was like one of his old wrestling hoodies from high school. 2 giant holes in it. Yeah, so we had to retire that sweatshirt last night, but you know, you gotta be careful around those broilers with baggy clothes. I mean, obviously it's hot, but like I didn't realize it would be that hot.
So you sent me a snap and you showed me a picture of the burn holes. And you said, Joey tried to start me on fire. And Joey said, what did he say? Joey doesn't fail or something.
Yeah.
Because I thought you were like working with your candles or something. I was like, that would.
Oh, yeah, no.
But
it was just Becca trying to cook. Becca can't cook. But like the worst part of it is I didn't burn myself at all, which is thank God. Like it would have been bad with how hot that thing. Like I think that's like 500 degrees.
Yeah.
So I didn't burn myself at all, but I don't know if you can see, it looks like I discolored my hand where it burnt the sweatshirt. It looks like I had put like self tanner on my hand or something. It doesn't hurt, so I like didn't burn myself. It just, I don't know, colored my skin. So hopefully that goes away. But anyways, the meatloaf was delicious.
Was it good? Better
It
be.
was yeah, right. It was
Was
really
it
good.
like
And
a
the kids ate
sprinkle
it.
of your
So
arm hairs on top?
yeah. Oh, it was just a sweatshirt. Good times. Yeah. I don't know where we were
My
going with
dog
that, but
snoring.
no.
Oh, he heard me talking about him. Now he stopped. I'm in my bedroom because Porter's sleeping. He's been sleeping for 2 hours now. So I'm hiding in here with Bear. And he's laying next to me and he's snoring. He must be dreaming because now his toes are going.
Oh, that's so cute. Gracie's outside currently. I don't really know what she's doing, but like yesterday, it was so gross out. I felt so bad for her. And oh, he's so cute. She kept wanting to come inside, but like she knew that she was disgustingly wet. So she'd just like run right into her kennel and just be like, I just want to nap in here.
Oh, my sweet girl. I had to bring Bear in this morning. Dan drove by. He like slammed on his brakes and he's like, you need to bring the dog in. He's sitting out there with his paws up because he's so cold. I'm like, he's a mountain dog and it's like 25 degrees. I think he's fine.
He's probably loving it.
He was, but apparently his toesies got cold and he had to come inside and thaw for a little bit. So here he is. Poor guy. Anyway, so how are your candle sales going? You got some exciting things happening.
Yeah, I am sitting next to like a little giant or a little table of boxes that I need to ship out today. I was kind of scared. I wanted to see how the weather turned out because like we had a 2-hour delay this morning for school. And when I brought the kids to school, they hadn't even plowed our road yet. They actually hadn't even plowed it at like 11 o'clock. So I'm guessing they're just waiting for it to melt at this point. But our road was really drifted. Like I had to put it in 4-wheel drive and just hope that I made it to the highway. But yeah, I've got a bunch of Mother's Day candles that I need to ship out today and a few more orders to do, but it's been so good. Like it's been so fun to do. And I'm out of tallow right now, but I actually have a steer that I have to pick up hopefully tomorrow. I was gonna go today, but I didn't think that would be the smartest thing, driving an hour to go get that. So yeah, exciting things all around. I'm gonna just kind of keep trying to make more candles. That way I can have them at like the farmers markets and stuff. Hopefully that'll go over well. But Mother's Day candles went really well. It's weird because it's like it's such a learning curve to do anything really, but like this whole thing has just been so weird. Like I've never sold stuff online before. I've never like I don't know, dealt with I don't know, I want to say marketing of product, but like there's just a lot that goes into it and I'm just trying not to mess everything up. So
What has been like so if someone was looking to start selling something online, what did you find helpful, or were there places that you went for resources that helped you out, or did you just kind of Google like how do I do this and just kind of follow what the first suggestions said?
so I Googled a lot. I went with Square as like my selling point. And even if I wasn't selling online, I probably would have gone with that because every now and then at farmers markets, people want to pay with credit card. And I've not previously been able to do that. But with Square, you can just like literally plug it into your phone and then they can swipe a card, which is really nice. So I went with that. And then with that, like selling online was almost kind of like the easy part because Square works with Weebly. So I just made my website with Weebly. I kind of I was with WordPress for a while and then I went to another one, but I kind of switched over to Weebly and it's really user friendly, so that's been nice. But like their Square is integrated with that really well. Like it's very user friendly. I'm sure there's Shopify. There's a ton of options out there, and I'm sure there's pros and cons to all of them, but Square was like what I started with, and I'm probably just gonna stick with it at this point. But yeah, it's just been a lot of trial and error and like trying to figure out what works selling wise. Like for a while I was selling the candles by size, and then one day I was like, oh, I should just see if that's what people actually like. And so I put it up on my Instagram, and like 80% of people would rather shop by scent and then pick their size. So I was like, okay. So I kind of changed that around. But like once you get the weights of everything in, and like knowing how much weight it's going to cost to ship one candle versus two candles, like things like that. That was a big learning curve too, just like printing out the shipping labels myself, because you obviously save more money if you print at home rather than like taking it to the post office. But yeah, the Square made it really easy. Like they work with that Shippo, and so like everything's just kind of, I don't know, like integrated together, which is really nice. I think the biggest thing for me has just been obviously like doing the candles, and like I never knew how much went into candles before I started making them. And I know I talked this a couple episodes ago, how I was like making tallow lotion and stuff like that, and I just didn't love it. But like once I started with the candles, it's really fun to kind of do it. And I know just from burning like ones that I first started with to burning ones that I'm doing now, like I'm getting better at it. Like there's better consistency of the candle, and like all the hot what do they call it? Hot follow? I don't know. Hot throw of like scents and stuff like that. It's just there's so much that goes into it. It's insane. But yeah, like I've been kind of toying around with like how what temperature I bring the wax up to before I add the fragrance, and then like how cool before I pour it. And like there's a lot that's kind of going into it. So thankfully no one's yelled at me yet. I hope if they do need to, they tell me though. So like if something's wrong, I can fix it. But yeah, so far so good. I know I had one batch one of my friends sent, and I think I don't know, I think the beeswax and the tallow must have separated a little bit. And the like it still burnt like a candle, but it didn't, you could like, I don't know, it didn't burn as evenly as it probably should have. So yeah, it's just little things like that it's kind of been fun to problem solve and work on and stuff like that. But I'm excited, and I hope to keep doing like fun labels and stuff. I think with the Mother's Day labels, those were really fun. The kids have been begging to take candles to their teachers. So this morning we did that. Yeah, this morning we did that, and the labels are really cute. It was like it takes a big heart to shape a little mind. I did on one, and then the other one something about teachers lighting away. I can't remember the exact words, but I'm hoping I can just do cute stuff like that, like I don't know, and keep doing it. But it's been fun. I have so many candles in my house. So many candles.
That's exciting. You should build up your inventory, and you should get a booth at CranFest.
I may or may not have bought some little sample oils of cranberries.
Did you?
I did. There were two kinds. One was like a cranberry apple something, and the other one, I forget what it was. They both smell really good. I don't know if they necessarily smell like cranberries, but I mean, what is cranberry like?
Other than the swamp, there's not much that they really smell like. But if you need like,
I'll do like a swamp edition.
Get out of me, swamp! Like this if you want to get out of my swamp. Yeah. If you need a professional smeller, let me know.
Yeah, I might just make them and then send them to you, and you can tell me which one smells better. But I can do like a special cranberry edition one. Yeah, I'm excited for that. I made 3. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them yet, but I like when I buy these oils or the fragrance oils, and you like spend $25 or something, you can get a free sample. And so I got the sample Love Spell, which, do you remember Love Spell? Yes. It smells exactly like Love Spell. Like that scent is engraved in me. So anyways, I made 3 candles with this Love Spell, and I don't know what I want to do with it, but I just know that some millennial needs it in their life. So I don't know if I'll do a giveaway with them or what, but it's probably gonna be like, it smells like 2007 or
I
something.
was gonna say that would be a good birthday present for like a 30th birthday or like a
Oh
big birthday,
yeah.
like you have like a themed 90s party or early 2000s
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, it just
Pretty fun.
it smells fantastic.
It's
So yeah,
funny.
it's been fun to like to do different scents, and I don't know. Lilac is gonna like
Mm,
by far the top seller.
it's
So
so
I
good.
yeah, I have a feeling I'll just like keep doing that and then maybe roll out some different scents like through the seasons and stuff like that. But it's been good. So we're I didn't bring any water, talking too much. Um yeah, besides the candles, kind of slowly starting to gear up for farmers markets. I'm just gonna do the 2 afternoon ones that I've been doing the last couple years. I'm not gonna worry about any Saturday markets or anything like that. I ain't got time for that. Um, and then hopefully maybe do a couple just like day events at other places. I just talked to someone this morning about doing one in July, which will be really cool. It's just like on a Sunday, she does a like a family day on the farm with different vendors and stuff. So I'm really excited about that. We'll talk about that more when I have more details about it. But um, yeah, other than that, I'm probably gonna be pretty busy come July. Yeah, girl got a job. Um,
Yay!
I know.
I was wondering when you're gonna bring that up in conversation. I'm
I
like,
know.
did I bring it up? Didn't bring it up?
I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to talk about it too much, but yeah, I kind of accepted a job this morning, which is really exciting. Um, so I'll share more about it when it gets closer. But yeah, it's like a July 1st probably starting date, maybe end of June. And I think it's been really good. I'm very excited for it. Like it's I don't even know what to say. I'm very excited. I think it's gonna be a good challenge for me. It's gonna keep me in the dairy industry, which I'm obviously always gonna be passionate about. And kind of just allow us to I don't know, keep farming and save for like retirement and the kids and stuff like that. This this has kind of been on my heart. I do listen to Emily Rochelle's podcast, Gathering Girls. Sorry, I don't know why I was having such a brain fart. She did a podcast, I think it was just last week, that has been like, I don't know how she knew that I had been having this on my heart, but the way she talked about like whose goals are you chasing after? Like whose dreams are you chasing after? And when I left the dairy, I kind of think I had it in my head like I wanted to just stay home and like make enough money at home that I wouldn't have to get a job. I shouldn't say have to get a job. Like I wouldn't have. I could if I wanted to stay home and like do candles full time or like sell beef or all these things. I'm sure I could figure it out. We could budget differently. Like we could do all these things. But I think deep down, like that's not necessarily my dream. Um, and I don't know, I guess I kind of realized that over the last couple months of being home. I've obviously loved being home and we've gotten so much stuff done, but I'm just really looking forward to an opportunity to kind of like grow a little bit more and do something new and like venture out. I don't know if you'd say into the corporate world.
Mm-hmm.
um but yeah, her podcast, it like hit me at the perfect time because it's like you see everyone on social media like doing all the things like trying to make 6 figures by I don't know, taking pictures of their ear or like I'm just trying to think of really weird things. That was too weird, sorry. But you know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
there's just so much glamorizing maybe is the right word of things that people want to do on social media and stuff. And I think then you fall into the comparison game and that's not good for anyone. And it's a lot. So I think I've just had a lot of self-reflection. And yeah, I'm really excited to obviously keep doing what we're doing, but to also have a job and have like a more steady income to kind of provide for our family and provide for the future of our family, I think is the big thing. Because we don't know where the future is going to take us. And, I want to be prepared for that. And so, yeah, that's my soapbox. Like think about whose dreams you're living for. Like whose dreams are you going after? Are they really yours or are they like what you think other people
Mm-hmm.
want your dreams to be. I don't know the right word to say that, but yeah, it was good. It was a good episode if you want to go check it out. But that's been on my heart lately. I know, yeah, I don't know. I'm very excited for it. I think it's gonna be good for me. And
Yeah, I'm
so
excited for you. I'm excited to see this new change for you. I'm glad you had this reflecting period. I think I'm glad this happened. I'm glad you had this time to figure things out
yeah,
for yourself and kind of prioritize yourself to find out what you really want. And I think this is gonna be fun. It's gonna be exciting to see what comes from this. And your candles too. I hope that it continues and you're still excited about it in a year from now. But yeah, I'm excited and I feel the same way, especially surrounding social media. I've been doing like a lot of like quote unquote de-influencing.
mm,
Um, where like social media got too overwhelming for me, like with everybody trying to shove like, oh, buy this and this will make you do this, and like you need to be saving this much money, you need to be saving, you need to be like making all this money, you need to be hustling all the time, it needs to be go go go. But I'm like, I'm not in that stage of my life where that feels right for me. Like I'm in a stage where I want to kind of just like sit back and just romanticize the little things, like sitting outside on like a 75-degree day and like appreciating the breeze and like appreciating watching my kids swing and like those little things, and not having to worry about like quote unquote work.
Getting that next ear picture.
Yes, I don't want to have to worry about like making content all the time because I need to make money off of social media. Like that's not fun for me anymore. Like it's not fun not getting views because I put in so much time making a post and like not getting a reward from it. And like, again, that's not why I share on social media by any means. But at some point it's like, why am I spending an hour of my time editing this reel only to make like $20 from it? And then like my views just go down, down, down every single time. So it's just like, okay, that's not bringing me joy right now. I need to take a step back, just focus on the smaller things that are actually the really big things, and just reprioritizing your priorities. Does that make sense?
No, yeah, that's good. I think it's like going back to Instagram and social media, how it used to be almost, where like we weren't trying to make money. And I think where we went wrong is like you started to see the influencing, and then all of a sudden it was like, why are you even posting on social media for free?
Yeah.
Like, which to a point, I get it. Like it's a lot of time that goes into it, but we didn't get to the point that we're at because we don't enjoy it. You know,
Right.
there was a lot of years that I made nothing from it, and I don't really make anything from it now, especially now that like Instagram bonus, the real bonus is gone, and like they don't really pay you for anything anymore. But at the same time, it's like you shouldn't be posting other products unless they're paying you for it. Why not?
Yeah.
I'm kind of
It's
to
so
the
hard
point
to
where I'm like,
yeah.
yeah, or like if someone sends you something, well, you shouldn't post that unless they're going to pay you. They're sending me stuff like
It's a small business. Like if you, yeah, like who cares? If they're too
don't.
small to pay you. Like just be a decent human being and just pull your head out of your butt just like a little smidge and just just take a chill pill and just go sniff the grass. Like go, I don't know, go read a book. I don't know, just
Go do
get
some
off your
yoga.
phone. Go do some yoga. Go pet some little goats.
Yeah,
I don't know. Go put some CBD in your old fashions and just cool your tits a little bit.
Reprioritizing your priorities. That I do like that. That's going to be my new life motto. I'm like, my mindset on social media is back to kind of the old days. Like I'm not going to like say no to brand partnerships if they come along, but I'm not seeking that out. I'm not I'm not trying to get rich off social media. I just want to like share what I like and go back to how it used to be with like no motive, I guess you could say. Like,
and I feel like we've kind of kept that mindset with our podcast too.
I mean, we're not making money on our podcast.
No, we haven't ever really made a ton of money off our podcast, but we do it because like it feels authentic for us. Like we don't have a motive, like we're not chasing after like the numbers, we're not chasing after anything really. Like we very rarely check our stats to see like how many downloads or listens we get a week. Like that
I don't even know
the fun out
the
of it.
login. I don't even know the login information.
I know I have to like
Let's
keep resetting it because I don't remember either. So then it's like, oh hey, this is a new password now, and then I forget to save it, and it's just a whole thing. But like it's just more fun when you're not so focused on the numbers. And it's I feel like that's the same with a lot of things. It's more fun to like enjoy food when you're not worried about the numbers. It's more fun to just live your life when you're not like tied to a scale. It's more fun just to be kind of like blissfully unaware of some things.
Yeah. I mean, like obviously money makes the world go round, but not everything you do has to be for money.
Right.
I think that's kind of what it comes down to. Like with our podcast, it's our free therapy for each other, first off.
Yeah.
But second, I think it allows us to reach an audience of people, the people listening, thank you, and let you know that like we're hot messes as well. And just
so much.
I think
like, I haven't showered in 2 days.
I showered yesterday, but wow. But you know, like it's the real, and we talk to each other because it makes us feel better. But then I hope it makes other people feel better and feel less alone. And like that's the whole point of this. That's why it started. That's why I started my Instagram. Like that's why it all started. And so I think, I don't know, it's annoying to me that everything is so money centered nowadays. Like, but I mean, obviously people have to make money, but at the same time, I don't know. I just think we should all take a step back, like you said, and reprioritize our priorities. That's the title of this episode. Okay?
You're gonna have to text it to me because I already forgot.
Okay, cool.
Also,
I'll probably forget too.
Like you need another app in your life, but there is a new app.
Is it the Lemon app?
Yeah. Are you on it?
No. I saw Andrea did it and I was like, no, I'm not downloading another app.
But it's not fun. The my mindset with it, if you're not on Lemon 8 or something, it's like a love child between the old Instagram and Pinterest kind of. Oh. And the whole thing about it is like there's no influencers yet, but I feel like it'll happen. But it's kind of cool because like it's like a creative outlet, so it's kind of like Canva too, so you can edit your pictures and like
damn it, you're gonna make me get on it now.
You can put like cool aesthetic font on it, but you can't like tag products or stuff like that, I don't think. And you can, and so like when you pull open your feed, it's like Pinterest or it's like random things, and it's like you can search subcategories and like search by location and stuff too. So like on that app, I try not to follow any people that I follow on like Instagram or something. Like I want new inspiration. I don't know. It's interesting. I haven't like.
Is there a lot of people on it?
I think it's mostly women from what I've found. So it's like a more glamorous Pinterest, I would say. It's something new.
Download it now.
Yeah. I mean, I don't spend a lot of time on it, maybe like 5 minutes a day. And then I'm sick of it. It's like, oh, there's another Starbucks drink. Oh, there's another skinny girl in leggings. But then it's like, oh, here's like a normal what I eat in a day type of post.
Is there video on it, or is it just?
I think you can do like a reel type thing. I don't know how long a video can be, but you can't post video with a picture in a carousel.
Oh, okay.
If that makes sense. So it's something different. But anyway, don't feel pressure to do it if you don't want to, but it's available if you're sick of Instagram and like the heavily influenced
Yeah.
kind of apps.
Yeah, maybe I'll check it out now that I'm not on TikTok.
Yep. Use that as another time burner.
Which no shit. I still don't miss TikTok. It's
Oh,
great. Although,
I'm not ready to break that habit yet. You can't influence me on that one.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, you can like still, if someone sends me a TikTok, I can still see it without downloading the app, which is nice. But I sometimes I'm like, oh, I wonder what that person's up to, like the random influencers that I was following. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't give a shit. Like, whatever.
Yeah.
It's their life. Like, I have zero things in common with them. It was just, I don't know, it was a time waster. So I still feel good about that decision. But yeah. This has been quite the roller coaster of an episode.
It was.
Wow.
I got deep real fast.
Yeah. I think for me, like just kind of going back to the roots of why we started everything and like why we do things. I don't know. It kind of goes to the same thing as like the YouTube thing too that I've been doing. I'm not making money on YouTube. Like, would I like to? Yeah. But it's just really fun for us to do it. And I don't know, like,
I think you'll appreciate looking back on those every year too, especially as the kids get older. And
yeah,
and honestly, that's like your version of a farm diary. That was kind of the reason why I started my Instagram too, is just so I could look back and be like, oh yeah, on this day we were doing this, but this year because the weather's so different, we had to do this like later or earlier or
that
whatever.
is
I use
so
it
true.
more of like a diary because I hate writing in journals. That's not my thing. But like
I've
Instagram,
never thought of it that way.
yeah.
That's so true. And I think for us too, like the YouTube is really nice. Well, and Instagram and Facebook and stuff, but for like my parents and my family to see
Mm-hmm.
because they're obviously a couple of hours away. I was just talking to my mom this morning and I put up a video, yes, this morning, whatever. And like Jack is at this really funny age. Like he just
Mm-hmm.
does the funniest things. And so like my parents love watching that because they don't get to see that all the time. And
Yeah.
like it's nice to have an outlet for them and then they can show my grandparents and stuff like that. So that's another reason too that it's nice when you don't have family super close by and you can kind of like still share those moments with them.
Mm-hmm.
Um
Yeah, I
yeah,
agree.
just going back to the basics of why we're sharing and like why we started
Yeah.
sharing.
Yeah. Cause I don't know. So I guess to like summarize things, if you guys aren't feeling it with social media, don't put pressure on yourself to share just because you feel like you need to or to like keep up with the trends or whatever. Maybe just buy like a little picture printer for your home and just print out pictures and write like a little caption on it and put it in a book, whatever. However you want to like store your photos, if that's like your reason for posting on Instagram, like find a different way that doesn't make you like anxious or feel like you need to commit to doing that every single day to like stay like quote unquote relevant. Just find things that like make you find things that make you genuinely happy. And like as scrunchy and crunchy as this sounds, take a couple minutes every day to just focus on yourself and like your mindfulness and your breathing. And honestly, that really helps put the right things in perspective for your day, for your life, for a lot of different things. So just stay grounded in whatever way feels most organic and easy for you to do. And it takes out a lot of stress in your life just
Mm-hmm.
by cooling your tits every once in a while.
Yeah. It's so easy to compare when you're seeing everything else and it's easy to forget about like how blessed you are and like how many good things you have going for you when if you're just focusing on the negatives all the time it's you forget to smell the flowers.
Mhm.
I really also hope you cannot hear my stomach growling because I didn't eat lunch for some reason. I like forgot to, and it is going
No, don't be one of those people.
insane. I,
I
I'm
forgot
trying to
to eat
think.
today. No,
What did I have today?
oh my gosh, don't be that person.
I had an oats overnight for breakfast, and then I think I kind of had like a coffee for lunch. But then I talked to my mom for an hour,
Oh,
and then I started talking to you. So
here we
I
are.
I've been
That's
so
kind of my
busy
fault.
today. So busy. Need to go have a snack before I get the kids. No, I feel good. This was a
Yeah,
good episode.
that
It
was a
was all
good
over the
episode.
place. If you guys are still here, thanks for listening. But
And
that felt good.
honestly, this feels like an original episode. Like I feel like things got a little hectic there in the middle, but this felt like an OG episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed listening to it as much as we enjoyed venting for a little bit. And if you have more things that you want us to like vent about or share our thoughts about or whatever, let us know because we're always down for suggestions for episode ideas from you guys because you're the ones that are listening to it. Like I don't even really listen back to them when I edit the episodes. I'm just like, yep, upload it.
Well, it's nice. Like we don't. I mean, in the beginning, I feel like we had to edit a lot of like awkward pauses and stuff, but we're getting better. I don't think we really have any, and if we do, we just leave them in because hashtag real life.
It's fine. Real life. Bless this mess. But thank you guys so much for listening. We appreciate all of you for being here. And if you have a friend that hasn't listened to us yet, or if you have someone that you think would enjoy listening to us, send them our way. Send us their way. Whatever, we would love.
Yeah, we can hound them.
Yeah, we'll get after them. And tell them to leave a rating and a review. Unless they're going to leave us a 2-star review, then we don't want to call you out for being a licker on
It's been a while since we had to do that.
It has, but please don't start that back up because my blood pressure can't handle that. But thank you guys so much for listening. And go give us a follow on social media, Forward Farming Podcast. I'm over at CranberryChats and Becca is over at Beccahilby or on YouTube at Hilby Family Farms. And just thank you guys for being here and we'll see you next week.
Bye.